I really don't want to scream and yell, but how do you even rationalize that? Vanderbilt, 8 first place votes in the East? Come on, man. What are we doing? This is what I'm saying. These nerds that do all these analytics and they get to vote on this crap, they don't even know what they're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I got great news and I got bad news. Which one do you want first? Well, let's start out with the great news. Great news is, it's Friday, the weekend's here. It's summer, have fun, do all that nice stuff, barbecue, or hey, if you just want to stay inside because it's hot, and trust me, believe it, it's hot where I live, that's cool too. Getting that out the way, here's the bad news. There's no sports going on and there's nothing to talk about whatsoever. This is single-handedly, without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, the worst time of the year. And I really don't mind the heat, but the worst part about this time of the year is there's no sports going on. And combine that with the heat, yeah, it's not even close. Where I'm trying to go with this and what I'm trying to say is, at least in the winter, yeah, it's cold, but we got some entertainment. In the summer, no, we don't even have basketball, football, nothing. At least from late July to probably really late August. And does anybody remember when the championship ended and I told you guys in January and February, hey man, it's going to be a long off season, but you're going to go to the pool a couple of times. You're going to barbecue. You're going to go out, do this, do that. Next thing you know, it's going to be week 1. And look at where we are now. We're close. It's coming, baby. It's coming. Today, though, guess what happened? We got some football news to talk about. The SEC preseason poll has officially been released. And it's interesting, like always, to say the least. Now, believe it or not, I actually do agree with a lot of this poll, but some of the things, it's laughable. We're going to talk all about that. It is the one and only topic we're going to talk about. And oh yeah, by the way, if you want to see me talk about the Big Ten preseason poll, the Pac-12, Big 12, all that, let me know in the comments section. I'm not too sure if y'all want to see that, but I know everybody wants to see this SEC preseason poll. And oh yeah, by the way, some more bad storms are currently going through northern Alabama. Stay safe out there. You know your boy Matt has not been fortunate lately when it comes to just storms and stuff going on. If you know, you know. I'm not going to dive into that. I'll leave it at this. I'm working on some house repairs, but let's get into this football talk. All right, Matt, blah, blah, shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, say it with me now. We ain't said it in a minute. Let's get into it. First things first, we're going to spice up this video a little different. I went to Culver's today, right? I've heard a lot of great things about them. I've never had it before. This is my first time trying it. Matt wrote a clip. Okay, yes, I know. This is extremely random. Hope all of you are having a great Friday. But today, I was doing a lot of stuff, got a lot of stuff done. And on the way home, I picked up Culver's. I've never had Culver's, but here's the thing. I've heard a lot of great things about them, and I was like, you know what? Let's just throw this in the video, get some food reviews. Maybe this is something we do on the channel every now and then, let me know. I'm currently on like a mini diet, mini cut though, because I'm trying to get super shredded before college football season or right at the season. And here's what shocked me the most about this. This one burger was only $4. $4 for a burger? That ain't bad. Now I just got their regular specialty, their butter burger, and we're gonna try it raw, and you're gonna get my, well, not just live reaction, but you're gonna get my food review. I've heard a lot of good things about Culver's, man. Presentation-wise, it looks pretty solid. I'm gonna take off the pickles and I'm gonna heat it up because I got it. It had onions on it. Looks like raw onions. It looks good. It low-key looks like a Five Guys burger. Let me go heat this up. We're back at it like a crack at it. Heated it up. My expectations are pretty high. I'm expecting this to be like a 7 out of 10. Let's try it out though. Get a good bite here. Wow. That's a good burger. And for $4, ooh, I might have to be going back to Culver's, man. I might have to go back and try some other stuff. I didn't get no fries, just the burger. Show you what it looks like. I mean, seriously. Hopefully I can zoom in for y'all. Yeah, y'all see it. Got the tomato, real onions. Looks like a fresh burger. I wouldn't say it's like a Five Guys burger, but it kind of is the way they got it smashed down. See those crispy ends? Hold on, zoom in. See those crispy ends? Let's try this side. Hold on, man, it's dangerous. I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10. That's a really good burger, and for $4? $4?
I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping because inflation's got all of us messed up in our perspective on everything. But when it comes down to your bang for your buck, you're not going to find a better burger than this. 8 out of 10. Really good, man. Really good. What I say, I expected it to be a 7 out of 10, and it was an 8 out of 10. It slightly over exceeded my expectations. I'll definitely be going back to Culver's. This is my first time there. I figured, hey, why not? It's Friday. Kick back, relax. There's not too much going on in the college football world. Let's do a food review. Why not? Switch it up a little bit. Does anyone remember when I reviewed Whataburger? I ain't going back there. That place is trash. I am still pissed off to this day I wasted money on a Whataburger burger. It was the worst burger I've ever eaten in my life. It was terrible, but if you ever been to Culver's, let me know some recommendations down below. What should I get next time? Is that I'm trying to think. Are they the place that has the cheese curds and like the good milkshakes? Is that the same place? I don't know.
I thought I'd throw that in there because the last time I tried a burger place for the first time was Whataburger, and it was awful. I'm not playing with y'all. Don't get me started on Whataburger, man. It was the worst burger I've ever had in my life. 1 out of 10. Culver's, though, it overexceeded my expectations. 8 out of 10. And really, I should have probably gave it an 8.5, but I'll stick with an 8. That was just a regular burger, man. If I can get some bacon on one, that's probably 9.5 out of 10. This video's all over the place. So let's talk about some football, man. That's what y'all are really here for. To nobody's shock whatsoever, Georgia was selected to win the SEC East, and Alabama was selected to win the SEC West. Let's take a look at the East first. Georgia tallied in 265 first place votes, which is pretty much all of them. The Volunteers got 14, South Kakalaki got 3, Kentucky got 1, Florida, Missouri didn't get any. And check this out. Vanderbilt, yes, you're seeing this correctly, got 8? What? We'll talk about that in just a second. On the other side of the ball, in the West, Alabama got 165, leading the way. LSU right behind it with 117. A&M got 1. Ole Miss didn't get a single one. That kind of shocked me. Arkansas got 3. Auburn got 4. Mississippi State got 1. I can't believe Ole Miss was the only school in the SEC West that didn't even get 1. It's low-key kind of crazy. They're giving Hugh Freeze 4 votes and Lane Kiffin Ole Miss 0. What do y'all think about that? And I'll show you this entire list yet again right here. Normally when I look at these preseason media polls, I disagree with them and I think they're completely awful and horse crap. But I can't lie to y'all. They did a really good job this year, at least in my humble opinion. On the East, I wouldn't change a single thing outside of I would flip-flop Florida and Missouri. I'm higher on Missouri because, number one, I like what they're doing, and number two, I think Florida's a crap show. I would switch them, and yes, I'm still going to leave Vandy at 7. It's as short and sweet as that. When I agree with it, there's nothing to be said. On the West, let's talk about that real briefly. I think most of us can agree with this. You either got Alabama or LSU at number 1. Now, for me, yes, I'm going to have Alabama at 1 just because of Nick Saban, and you don't bet against him. And yeah, I'm going to put LSU at 2. The real conversation starts after Alabama and LSU. It's really tricky with A&M at 3 because they were awful last year, but they have so much talent coming back, and I think most people know this. There's no way they have another awful season. No way. As much as everybody hates Jimbo Fisher and hates A&M, I do expect him to bounce back. I like their quarterback, Connor Wingman. I think he's going to impress a lot of people. I would throw A&M at 3. And as far as it goes with 4 through 7, you could switch those around, but I pretty much agree with those as well. I like Ole Miss at 4. I don't expect them to be great, but I do expect them to be good. 4 is a good spot. Some would say Arkansas, that's underrating them, but you have to remember, Arkansas doesn't even have the talent to compete with teams like LSU, Alabama, and Georgia and Tennessee. They just simply don't. I love me some KJ Jefferson, but the rest of Arkansas's team, not so good. Arkansas at 6, that's fair. They're in a rebuilding season. And Mississippi State, well, they're Mississippi State. Me personally, I wouldn't change this list too much. Let me know your thoughts down below. But the biggest takeaway from this entire list is, and I'm going to show you right here, and it's got everybody talking, is that Vandy received 8, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but 8 first place votes in the SEC East with Georgia? What? Come on, man. What are we doing? This is what I'm saying. These nerds that do all these analytics and they get to vote on this crap, they don't even know what they're talking about. People like me and you, the diehard college football fans, a part of this community, I swear we got more knowledge than these people. How does Vanderbilt, which is in the same division as Tennessee and Georgia, have 8 first place votes? Come on, man. Come on. And guess what? No. Not just that, but they also got 5 votes to win the entire SEC, which means win the championship. So not only are they going to beat Georgia and Tennessee, they're going to beat the winner out of the West, which more than likely is going to be LSU or Alabama. Oh, man. Sometimes in life, you just got to take a deep breath and shake your head and laugh. I really don't want to scream and yell, but how do you even rationalize that? Vanderbilt, 8 first place votes in the East? When it comes to this college football stuff, I don't think I'm a genius. I don't think I know it all. I wish I did, but I got a lot to learn. But I will say this, and I'm extremely confident when I say this. I know way more than these 8 people that voted for Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt getting 8 votes and 5 votes to win the SEC is why I don't take stuff like this serious. And low-key, that's kind of crazy. That's the biggest topic of this video. Vanderbilt getting 8 first-place votes. It's just dumb, man. It really is. I don't even want to speak on that. You know when you see something so dumb, you can't even say nothing? That's where I'm at. Before we end out this video, let me give you my dark horse to win the East and West, because obviously I got Georgia winning the East and Alabama winning the West. For my East, I'm going to say my dark horse is, I'm going to stick with South Kakalaki. I like them. Not high on Kentucky, not high on Florida, not really high on Missouri, and of course, not high on Vanderbilt. I like South Kakalaki being my dark horse, but I don't even know if I could label them as a dark horse because a lot of people have their eyes on them. In the West, here's where you really can have a dark horse. I'm going to say, watch out for Arkansas. Oh my gosh, literally, as to when I'm speaking, I just lost power. Dude, this is like the 4th time I've lost power in the last 5 days. What's going on, man? Anyways, what was I saying? I need to hurry up and finish this video before this whole thing just gets shut down and I get struck with lightning or my house blows up. Oh yeah, my dark horse in the SEC West. Yeah, Arkansas. No, let me change that. I'm gonna say, could we say A&M? I'm going to change it from Arkansas to A&M. Texas A&M is my dark horse just because they have the talent, and I think Jimbo, he's a clown. But if he can put the pieces together, they can be a good team. Those are my 2 dark horses. Let me know your thoughts on everything we talk about down below. But roll with me.